All right, welcome everybody to a new episode of Dan-A-Plooza. My guest at this time is returning guest. Wait. Let me dial it back because I have a new introduction and I have to give the new introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, the following podcast is set for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. In the corner next to me is the beautiful and very talented actress. Let's see if I can get the name right. Aleen Isley.
Yeah, you did it.
Yes. So that is
like some pyro.
Yes. Pyro man. Pyromaniacs.
Awesome.
Yeah. So and now currently also available, you can see the new movies, Carousel Hell 3. You can also see the relaunch event, which is October 19th at the United Content Studios. So check that out. And a future film coming out, Headcase. So make sure to follow those things and pay attention within the Dan-A-Plooza Facebook page.
Cool. Thanks so much for having me again. It's always great to be on your show. You're a pleasure to be interviewed with, and looking forward to seeing what we talk about tonight.
Oh, yeah. So, what is Headcase about?
Oh, so I don't want to give too much away because the director, Michael Latrata, has been very secretive about my role as far as how I'm represented in the trailers and such. I did get to do a little bit of some like monster work, which is my favorite thing to do. But Headcase is basically the story of a less than perfect detective who is trying to solve a recent murder in the town. A young woman, Vivian Lundbridge, me, has been attacked. And so he is trying to piece together what happened. Although strange things are happening during the investigation of the case. And yeah, Vivian starts to sort of lose her mind a little bit. And that's about as much as I can feed you about it until it premieres.
Yeah, it seems like I feel like it's like you have to crack the case, and it's elementary, my dear friend.
I'll say it's definitely a mix. It's a little bit of a history. Oh my gosh, it's a little mystery, but also it's definitely the horror genre. So it's going to be fun to see people unveil. I understand they had a live screening in Pittsburgh 2 weekends ago. Unfortunately, I was at Cinema Wasteland out in Ohio, so I missed the premiere screening, but I heard it was really well received. So I'm looking forward to seeing it once it's officially out. It's only been in the festival circuit right now, so we'll see.
Yes, we have to wait and see. So as far as conventions, are you pretty much done for the year? I know you did Cinema Wasteland.
Yeah, so me personally, yes. I don't believe I have any other convention appearances. I'm actually doing another musical in November.
Okay.
And that kind of takes a lot of my time. And yeah, we worked so hard this year between the whole promotion of Christmas, Amityville Christmas Vacation, and working on pre-pro, regular production, and then release of Carousel 3 has really taken up the year. Plus Headcase shot this year. I've done 4 musicals already on stage. So I haven't had a lot of free time. I think the end of the year is just going to be sort of finishing up this show and then taking a little time for myself before we start 2024.
That's important, otherwise you get bogged down in everything.
Yes.
So with the musicals, because you're doing one right now, aren't you?
I totally am. Yeah. I'm in Crazy for You, which is a Gershwin classic. It's like 1930s tap show. Really good time. Very dance heavy.
Oh, yeah. Got to get those dancing shoes and rhythm and beat.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was actually interesting because people asked me if I had done musicals, and I have. It's
You
been
have?
yes, it's been a while. Uh, when I was in the Fantastics, I don't know if you've ever seen that show.
Yes.
So I had to play like I'm 36 and I had to play like I'm 14.
Wow.
So that was a big stretch.
Yeah, I think with stage shows, it's a little more widely accepted though than say like on a movie or a TV show where you're really close to those
Oh
people.
yeah.
Still a challenge though.
Yeah, it was we had a short cast. We only had 6 people in the cast.
It's a
And
pretty small show.
it is. I thought I was going to be the father, and instead they made me the boy. And I'm like, but I want to be the dad.
That would
But
be kind of weird. What was your like thought process when you were studying to be a teen then? Like, did you have to put on
it,
some like music you listened to in your teens and
yeah,
like,
it was so hard. It was like hard because my acting partner was just getting like into like her senior year of high school, so there was a
oh
huge
God.
age gap, and it was just hard to be relatable when you're in different age paces. But so for me, I kind of went back to, well, what did I do when I was a teenager, and I just kind of watched some shows that I used to watch. I put some music that I used to watch, and I didn't put on my old Snake Junko pants. I left those out instead,
Got the Jinko jeans.
yeah, yeah.
The bigger the better.
Yeah, it was like I used to have a big snake and an 8-ball on there, and just it was crazy. And like I used to think they were hardcore, and like girls used to tell me they were cute, and I didn't like that. And like, you're ruining my image, my image in middle class.
You're like my cool image. I'm so
my
cool
cool
with my
image in middle
Jinkos.
class, son.
How many chains did you have attached to your jeans? Like everybody had like the chains, right?
Oh, I had the chain wallet. Yes, I had the chain wallet. Didn't have any additional chains. Had the chain Pepsi wallet from drinking many Pepsis.
I see.
And shoot, I used to have what shirts? Used to have the Far Side shirts. I used to wear those.
Ah.
I used to wear Nirvana and just different colored T-shirts back in the day. And it was funny because I would wear these like Jinko jeans and everything, and then all my friends were in the band. They were all band geeks, sitting there with their trombones and everything. And some of them are wearing like Super Mario shirts or wrestling shirts or polos, and then I have my dragon pants and dragon shirt. It's like one of these is not like the other.
Band geeks are some of the most accepting people in high school, I think, that I ever hung out with.
Oh yeah.
That's where I learned how to play Magic the Gathering, was hanging out with the band people. So I mean,
oh yes.
like it was a good time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So then when I was doing those songs, because some of them were really song rangy, it was like I had to sing like Metaphor, and it would in your vocal cords, and I would be like, you are, and then I would be like, my throat. So, and then I think when I did the Wizard of Oz, that was a stretch too, because I could not carry a tune in my tune bucket. It was just like,
really,
yeah. That's when I was first learning to sing, so I didn't know that I was like, I didn't know like range and breath and everything. It was like my third show, but like we're singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and we're like, somewhere, and I'm like, somewhere, and it just is sounding like it's like off key, and like I see people are like looking, and I'm like, if I imagine the rainbow, the song will end quicker.
Distraction tactic.
Yeah, but I was like, somewhere over the rainbow, and like it wasn't like that great. And then I realized like so when people watch me the other night, they're like, "Are you singing, Dan?" And I was just moving my lips, and I was like,
"Oh no." At least you had the right words down, right?
Yes, I did.
I know the watermelon marshmallow trick to like fake the words. It's so much better when you at least know the words.
Yeah. And someone looked at me and they're like, "Dan," I go, I Britney Speared it. You know?
Oh no.
They're like, "Britney's," I go, "Yeah, she sings her own songs, totally."
I mean, maybe she did, just not live.
Yeah. So
girl had talent.
And then let's see what other ones that I do. I did I had my own song with Runaways. I don't know if you know that play. It's by Elizabeth Swatows, and it's about all these kids getting abused and everything. And we have songs, and I had my own basketball song. And so when I was having a rough family life, I would go play basketball, and so I had to use this basketball and pretend to move it. And I was like, "Here in these hands I hold a planet bigger than the sun. When my mom and dad are sad, mad at me, I play basketball. Come on, you all." And then I had these backup girls going, like they were Dan the Man shoop shoop backup girls, and they'd be like, "Shoop doo up, shoop shoop shoop."
It's amazing how many shows about kids have songs about or with basketballs. I've done 2 shows. I've directed one twice that had a basketball number in it, and I was in High School Musical, which has that big "get your head in the game" basketball number.
Yeah.
What is it with kid shows and basketballs?
Oh, I know. And I had that, and then I had a song about finding a hero and just like all these different things. And I'm like, I'm okay with doing some monologues over here. I don't have to do all these songs, you know. But
I can't say I've heard of that play, but now I'm interested. Now I need to see another play with a song about basketball. So
and
I'm
then
in. Sign me up.
Joseph was the first show that I ever did, was Joseph in the Dreamcoat.
Nice. I've done that twice.
Yeah.
That's a good show.
I was one of the Ishmaelites in the palace guard and everything like that. And I just remember we had to wear lipstick. I don't know why, but we had to wear lipstick, you know. I'm like, the Ishmaelites are really hard for money these days. Sounds like something else is going on. So we're putting the lipstick, and so we would ask the girls, we're like, we need lipstick, you know, and like we would go in the girls' bags and like we would ask. We wouldn't just like rummage, you know, we would just ask. But I remember this girl had a copper mauve, you know, and I like that because then my lips didn't, you know, stick out.
Right.
But my friend Brendan, he put on hot pink, you know. And he's wearing
that would be bold. That's a bold move.
It was. And then he's wearing like the baby blue suit and everything. And we're all looking at him. We're like, you look like you should be on the Ishmaelite corner or something like that, you know, with that pink lipstick on and that baby blue suit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he did. It was like, and so we actually had a fund where we would buy some of the girls' lipsticks just for us to use. We're like, here's $10 so you could go buy. So we can
that's smart. You guys are wheeling and dealing for your own beauty and fashion. Okay, like that's very smart.
Well, and then you got to think of like other dudes like using the lipstick and like smushing it, smearing it, you know. And I'd be like, dude, you put on too much. Look at this. Now it's like flat.
Oh, yes. The days of teaching the young men how to apply. Now I know a lot of men online who apply makeup better than I think any time I've ever tried to put it on my face. It's a lot more culturally acceptable now, I guess. Like, I think that's great that people are more open now.
And,
but yeah, I've seen many a ruined makeup utensil over the years from like high school productions and stuff.
And the eyeliner, that was a big to do too, because we had to have that. They would bring that, and they'd be like, "Are you touching my eye? You touching it? You touching it?"
Yeah. There's that panic of like, are you gonna poke me?
Yeah. So we would try to do it ourselves, and everything. And we go like this. Ah! You poked me. Here's a Twinkie. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
But there was actually a fire that happened, and some of the costumes caught on fire. They had set their overalls on the bulbs of the little studio, laid it up,
yeah,
and it caught on fire.
That's scary. Nobody got hurt, right?
No, but I was like, because he was supposed to wear it for Canon Days. I go, I think you're going to be missing some of these Canon Days because you done like lost half your overalls.
It's terrible.
You need to go to market and get some new ones. But yeah, so we did those shows. I can't remember any other. Oh, we did Hair. I was in Hair.
Wait, did you do like actual Hair where people come out naked like you did the nudity?
Yeah.
Whoa, bravery award.
Yeah. Well, I didn't go all the way because there's family members, and some people would be like, "That's Dan over there." No, it's not. I'm just under a scrim. I still have like socks and everything on, you know.
Yeah, but it's something.
But so for Hair the musical, we had to have a diverse cast, and the problem was we didn't really have much of a diverse cast. Like,
no,
we had 20 people who were Caucasian, 3 people who were African American, and then Dan, who looks kind of Indian somewhere, according to people. I was all by myself.
I mean, I guess it's better than nothing, but yeah, it's unfortunate because I feel like there's so much room for diversity.
Yeah.
And if you're not in a neighborhood that has encouraged people of color, people of diversity to like come out and audition for things, it's hard to get them to show up for the first audition.
Well,
so casting can get tough.
We had a director who was a guest director who would just say things with no filter. So we used to have more, and then they didn't come back.
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes.
We had to pay somebody to be the main African American lead. We had to pay like certain hundreds of dollars for him to do it and put up with this crap.
Yeah, sometimes when places are desperate enough, that's what they do.
But so I had to sing. I had to start off the singing. We were all partners, and we have to sing Doors Locked, Flames High. And we had just smoked these herbal cigarettes that I did not know how to do. So my friend said that I had to pretend to smoke it and then sing. And so I really sucked on it. And then like I was, yes. And then I was like,
that's the worst. You can't, especially if you're not a smoker. Like I'm not a smoker.
Yeah.
But if you go to hit something really hard and you're about to sing, you will destroy your vocals.
Yeah, my lungs were just like, and I was like, there's Dunkin' Donuts over there. Like, you know, just break. Because I thought my throat was just going to fall out and just go.
Oh, gosh.
But yeah, there was an article in the paper about it. My name was mentioned in the paper, and it was like from everyone's parents, and they're like, live controversial stage comes to Fairmont State, and they're like, simulated sex and blah 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 blah, and then like all these like names, and then I get a phone call. Is this you? I'm like, no, that's a typo. That's not me.
No.
That's the other Dan.
Your secret life. The secret life of Dan.
That's Dan. So I go, because the person calling me, I go, I don't know if it makes any difference, but I'm getting an A in it, you know, so, you know, at least you know I'm getting, that I'm really good at it.
That's great.
But yeah, it was, I'll have to send you pictures, but I had long hair that went all the way, you know, to the middle of my back.
Amazing. Yes, I will need pictures, obviously.
And I had like a fur vest, black pants with tie-dye, or brown pants with tie-dye, and moccasins.
Okay.
Yeah. And so we did this dance, and we had to do like this whole walking in space dance, you know, and I did not know how to dance also, you know, so like I would just do that, you know, and like I would just like let it go. And I didn't know that anybody was paying attention to me up at the top, because I was at the top rafter. I was like, they're all going to be looking at the main characters, you know, I'm all the way up here, and no one's going to see me. And then like I was like swaying and everything, and some people are like, look at that guy all the way up there. So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, I got a lot of them. I think the funniest or the most unique comment I got that night, they're like, you're the straightest man in the play. I go, thank you.
All right, take it.
I try. But
well, that's cool. I'm glad we got to delve into some of like your musical history. I didn't know any of this, so this is fantastic.
Oh yeah, it was I did props for Rocky Horror in college.
That's one of my faves.
I did props when I was in Kentucky. I lived in Kentucky 5 months, and like I would buy stuff at Walmart. I would literally go to Walmart an hour away from the theater and have 2 carts, a prop cart and a Dan cart.
Double duty shopping.
Yes, I'd be like personal stuff, theater stuff, because I had to give the balance of everything that I purchased. I had to bring receipts and everything, and there was a credit card. So so when we did A Christmas Carol, I bought sliced bread, because I thought that would be much easier than just, because they're not really eating it, you know, they're just like taking a bite, and then I have to throw it away, you know, and it's going away than if they eat sliced bread. So the stage manager forgot to take it out of the plastic, you know, so we were doing rehearsal, and it said like Italian loaf bread, $1, you know, and the director's like, can we get the loaf of bread out of the plastic or something?
Oh gosh.
He's like, Dan, I go, listen, I understand why it is. I go, but seriously, if the Cratchits were still existing right now, they would obviously go to Walmart and buy the cheapest loaf of bread.
I don't know. Would it be Walmart or would it be like Family Dollar? What's cheaper? I haven't price checked in a while. Aldi's. Can they go to Aldi?
Yeah. I go, but clearly they would have that, and they would have the Cratchit family, you know, credit card and buy it. Yeah. I made that whole story up of bullshit. I also took planes from Shoney's as well.
You are a criminal, and I love it.
I gave him back, though. I gave him back.
Oh, all right. As long as you gave him back.
Yeah. I'm like, wash these, though. But yeah, so much stuff. I think the hardest thing was the director told me to make a turkey that was really big, and I took him seriously, and he was joking. So I made it like really big, like bigger than like almost like a chair, like really big. Like I made it really huge.
That's huge.
Yeah, like I made it like out of chicken wire, and like 3 people had to carry it.
It's like a kaiju turkey.
Yeah.
He's overtaking the city of London.
He's like, Dan, I was joking. I go, oh, sarcasm. I didn't get it.
Drat.
And so when they would do the line, and they'd be like, the turkey big as me? And he's like, yes, the turkey that's really big. So I just, so with Carousel 3, did you run into any problems while shooting that?
Not really. The shoot actually overall went really smooth, but here's the thing. We were shooting with mostly inanimate objects, puppets,
Okay.
and mascot suits. So it's a lot easier. The less people wrangling you have to do on set, the more
Right.
smoothly things tend to go. I myself, I had to body double all of the mascot characters because, of course, we hired really amazing voice actors for those roles. But, we didn't need them to come to set just for that. So Steve and I ran around puppeteering and moving characters. And some of the shots were great because you could just set up, a plastic unicorn over here and a plastic Easter bunny over here, and then just, shoot and roll camera. There were a lot of really fun tricks with that one. We did a lot of weird small things like we wanted every time the villain, who is a rabbit, enters the scene, we wanted cherry blossoms to, like sprinkle across the
Oh,
scene,
okay.
like an anime character,
Yeah.
because she's Japanese. So in order to do this, we got to set and we're like, okay, well, we should try a hair dryer. Okay, so we tried that, and you couldn't tell they were flowers; they were just
Oh,
plastic.
wow.
So we're like, okay. So we ended up settling after a few different experiments. We settled on just like each of us took a mound and we would just like blow them like onto the scene, and we'd have to do that a few times. So lots of love went into that production, lots of little things that we had to sort of figure out along the way, but not really any major complications that was shooting.
All right. Well, as we wrap it up, is there anything else you want to promote on Dan-A-Plooza today?
Yeah, so I am currently the president in Pittsburgh's chapter of Women in Film and Media. We are hosting a relaunch event for the nonprofit organization. It's coming up on Thursday, October 19th. So if you're in the Pittsburgh area, you do not have to be female or female presenting to come to any of our events. They are open to everyone. Women in Film and Media is a subgroup of WIFTI, which is Women in Film International. And basically, we're trying to help the community by providing resources, trainings, classes, etc., to help women, help improve how women are presented, help connect women with resources to help them become filmmakers and directors and assistants and whatever in the industry. But we are also open to all, and we are nonprofit. So any money that we raise through our events goes right back into providing, let's say, membership discounts for different services. I know right now we have things like if you become a member, there's a discount on a specific costume company in the city. There's discounts for renting lightings from different areas, possibly studio rentals. There's going to be a lot of perks lining up. And then what we would like to do is bring back a women-led film festival next year, if possible, that we used to run every year. So, if you're interested, that sounds like something fun. We're going to have appetizers. We'll have a raffle with a lot of baskets. We're going to reveal our new logo, our new executive board, and have membership signups at a discounted rate if you come to the event. That's October 19th at Untitled Content Studios. You can find out more at Women in Film Pittsburgh on Facebook. Our website will be launching at the event. So, but yeah, that I will definitely plug because it's new and exciting, and I'm looking forward to seeing people.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for Dan-A-Plooza. Stay tuned and keep supporting more Dan-A-Plooza, and have a good night.
Thank you.